This demonstrator fears the worst, concerned that more youth will be accused of what the government calls extremist activities. Protesters in Moscow feel powerless in the face of the law. A growing number of Russians are under legal pressure because of the legislation against so-called extremism. Authorities are applying the law with broad interpretation. Sometimes merely expressing opposition to the Kremlin online or meeting like-minded people is enough to land in trouble. The state has one of the demonstrators in its sights, 76-year-old Lev Ponomaryov, who leads a human rights organization.
There are lots of security staff, police, and Secret Service personnel. They're just trying to keep busy.
In the NGO's office, a distraught couple seeks advice about their children, who've been found guilty of being so-called extremists. They're accused of pursuing subversive activities. For many in this position, Ponomaryov is their last hope. His organization had received financial support from abroad, but Ponomaryov gave this up a few years ago and now relies solely on funding from Russia's federal budget. This is to avoid being labeled a foreign agent in his own country, but he may soon lose this support too.
If they don't give us any money, we'll have to rely on funding from abroad, and we'll be labeled a foreign agent. That will make our work extremely difficult. We have to state on our letterhead and on our website that we are foreign agents. And then the officials won't have anything to do with us.
The consequences can be dire. 5 months ago, 17-year-old Anna Pavlikova was arrested for having formed what authorities called an extremist organization with her friends. Her mother's not having it. She has no faith in Russia's legal system. She's among those who fear what could happen if human rights activists like Lev Ponomaryov don't draw attention to cases like this.
Then everything will be worse, and it won't be reported. Trials like these would take place behind closed doors, and no one would try to help.
I think public pressure is the only thing that will help.
There's been considerable interest in this trial. It's standing room only in the courtroom, and others can't get in. Lev Ponomaryov and his colleague Alla Frolova have mobilized as many people as they could.
We have to bring people together and put pressure on the court, within the legal framework, of course. That's our specialty.
The court has been adjourned. The trial will continue at a later date. Anna Pavlikova is hoping the human rights activists can make a difference in her case.